Okay, hello. Welcome back to my channel, The Book of Serena. I took a long break. You know, a bitch was moving. Oop. It was a lot. There's been so much that's been going on in my personal life, honestly, where I'm just like, can I ever catch a break? But I have to make sure that I'm taking the time to do what I need to do, right? I said I wanted to start this channel. I said I wanted to continue. And I said that I did not want my third video to be delayed past July. So here we are, July 24th. I've just been really thinking about my personal astrology a lot lately. And excuse me, really accepting everything for what it is. And that's what astrology does for me, which I love, which is great. For other people, may not do that for you. I just say you probably don't know enough about astrology personally, outside of what you see online and pop astrology and all that jazz. That stuff's not real. If you don't have a personal connection with astrology, and if you don't take the time to actually learn and gain that personal knowledge, then it makes sense why you don't get it. But so I'm just watching things play out, learning to just feel things out. That is not my nature. This is not my nature, you guys. I realize every day how much I actually do not feel. I don't allow myself to really feel. And if I'm feeling in the moment. So it's for what's in front of me. But I'm not feeling for me. I'm not feeling for me. I'm not allowing myself to, even when I'm alone, I feel like I gotta make sure, listen, we gotta keep that shit packed up. Hold on, where's the sun? The sun was over here before. I don't know why she's hiding. Also, happy Leo season. Where it's at in my solar return chart right now. Yo, how could you? But it makes sense, like I was saying, because everything is playing out as it is during Leo season. Also, I'm using a tree stump as my prop. This is the backyard of our new place. I'm like so close to our neighbor's backyard. I feel like they think I'm looking into their house. Maybe they're looking at me. I don't know. The guy sometimes comes out to take a smoke break, but I just want the sun to be on me. But it's okay. This is all I got. But hopefully you guys can really see me, because I'm not going to record this again. Where was I? Yeah, so I've just been taking the time every day to like actually have to sit down and really feel. Oh Lord, it's been so hard. It's been so hard. It's been actually so hard. Because I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it because a lot of the things I'm not trying to feel is obviously the negative feelings, right? And I'm someone who has repressed so much for so long, and then I have my, I don't know, once a year moments where I just crash out, but I'm at home isolating not knowing what the fuck is going on, and still not knowing, but just gone, right? Completely dissociated. So having to actually sit and feel and be in my body and feel the actual physical reactions that I feel for these things. Oh my god. It annoys me so much. It really does. It's a very annoying feeling, and I don't think people understand, how annoying it is. There are people who actually are working towards being vulnerably free, or free vulnerably, and are finding joy in that and finding joy in that healing process. And I'm not finding any joy in it at all. I have not had fun with any of this shit since the moment I told myself, you know what, I think I want to start healing. I have not had fun since. I have not had a good moment since. Internally, I've had good physical moments. I've had good moments within reality. But overall, I think things haven't really played out in my favor for a good minute. But I guess that's part of the shit, right? And I hate cursing. Well, actually, I don't hate cursing. I love to curse. But it's YouTube. But who cares? I'm just posting this shit just to post. For now. Right? We gotta start somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. I speak for those, and I feel the need to share because I want to speak for the people who finds humanly functions annoying. I have to do this every single day, and that's the thing that I realize that I'm grappling with the most. It's the deep anger that I have, that I had no control ever once, even when I thought I did, right? It's literally just life playing out. Whether my mind is aligned or not doesn't mean I have control. And that's the thing I've been learning to accept every day. I wake up, I had no control over that. I gotta deal with the day. I have to deal with the day. I have to figure out what I have to do next. I have to figure out how I'm gonna survive in a world where there are evil people who are actively trying to kill you, right? Ooh, there's a bee. Or was it a wasp? I don't know. Lord, those things scare me. But yeah, I don't know. Every day is a new thought. Every day is a new thing that I have to grapple and accept and move on from. And I'm not even concerned with childhood shit and my past anymore and all that stuff. I feel like all that, that's done. That's done. And I think the thing that annoys me about hearing people talk about childhood healing and inner child healing online is the fact that it's like, damn, bro, how much of your childhood do you need to feel and heal? At some point, except you were a child, and that's it. You had no control. And there's so many things, yes, you have to learn to let go, but I'm saying mentally. Mentally, where's the acceptance? Your body, it takes time. For me, that is where I'm at right now in life. My body's just now catching up to where I'm at mentally. So things feel more violent internally because my body's just now catching up. And I know I have to have grace for myself, but I feel this just constant annoyance because I have to actually still go through the motions, and I have to take time to take care of my body. I have to think things through. I have to feel things through. I have to make sure I write shit down, because if I don't write shit down, I'm not gonna fucking remember. And that's also another problem that I have to like really deal with every day, is my forgetfulness and just how completely dissociated I am. But either way, those are the lessons. These are the things. Ooh. God damn. I hate these fucking bees. Well, actually, I don't hate them. There are pollinators. They're all dying. We need them. We need you guys. But I did see wasps. And I think hornets are the ones with the super extremely long legs. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. But those ones I hate. But maybe let me not say that out loud because I don't want them to feel it. I don't want them to feel it. Okay, either way. Also, there's like a lot of mushrooms. There's like some dead mushrooms. I forget the name of the mushrooms that are on, or that grow from dead tree stumps, or from, yeah, dead trees. I wish I could cut it open because I remember I was on a, this is random, but I was on a mushroom learning trail a couple years ago, and they were showing us the fungi growing on the trees, and they said that if you cut it open, there's like black ink that bleeds from it. Let's see if it works. I don't know. I'm trying to find bark that I can use to cut through. No, this one is too weak. It's not gonna cut. Whatever. I'm getting distracted. Either way, where was I? Yeah, so just kind of being in that space right now of, okay, I'm in this moment, I'm in this time, and I have to deal with this shit every single fucking day. And at the same time, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make money. I gotta figure out how I'm going to fulfill my personal desires, okay? And that's the main issue I have also. I have all these desires, I have all these things that I wanna do, I have all these things that I wanna experience, and yet I'm worried about what the fuck I'm feeling, you know? And I don't know. It's just that back and forth. It's that constant back and forth that I have to deal with every single day. And I don't know what it's called or what it means. And I don't really care to fucking self-diagnose or to diagnose or to, have to do all that. But there are lessons every day. That's why I have astrology, for me at least, because it helps ground me. It helps figure and map things out for me. And there's a name to something. There's a reason for it. And it also explains my history. It also explains my childhood. It also explains my family. It also explains the people around me, my friends, my personal needs, this, that, and the third. So that's what's been most grounding. And as much as I'm complaining, I saw it. As much as I've been complaining about feeling and this, that, and the third, and taking time to sit and meditate, that has also been very fucking helpful, because I need that shit. Otherwise, I don't know how I would be acting and being around other people, truly, honestly. I feel like if I'm not taking time for myself, I cannot be around others. And the longer I isolate, the more I'm like, I can't be around others right now. Ooh! I can't. I've been in a very social place though as of late. I've been more social. I've been more willing to be around people. I feel like I can talk to people actually right now. Yeah, there's just so much that's different, and yet that's not working out at the same time. But that's life. That is life. This is what Aries Saturn, and where it's placed in my chart. I really want to talk more about my own chart, but I don't want you guys thinking you know me like that, because some of y'all know astrology. Some of y'all know astrology, and I don't need you that deep in it. You're just gonna have to listen to what I tell you. But where Aries Saturn is right now, and I'm talking tropical, I'm not speaking sidereally or sidereal astrology wise, or that calculation. It has been very eye-opening and putting me in positions where I have, you know, the Saturn themes happening of restrictions and limitations. And it's been really irking my nerves. It's been irking me to a different level. But instead of being self-destructive, instead of being someone who rages and wants to completely let go, I am someone who has found different ways, I feel like, and better ways of coping. And it's been helpful. But right now it's in retrograde, so it's gonna go back to that Pisces Saturn. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. My chart makes me so frustrated sometimes. Yeah, it really does. Either way, at least now, then once it retrogrades back to Pisces Saturn, I'm gonna be in a place where I'm like, okay, I figured this out, and this is what's been working, and that's what's gonna continue once we come back to these themes, because it's gonna be in Pisces until, I believe, next February is when it will go. Actually, I don't know when it will go direct. I don't know how long it's going to be retrograde for, but it will for sure be until, I think, next February, until 2026. But I have time until it reaches my personal Saturn return, because I'm late degree. But feeling the themes of it and still having it in the specific house that it's in, it's just been like, whoa. But yeah, so wanted to talk about that and get that off of my chest, because I've just been in a very icky phase a little bit lately. But I think, and I'm thinking right now, so I think maybe I should come back. Hold on. Okay. So I thought about what I was thinking about, and it brought me back to what I was trying to say the whole entire time, is that while I'm in this deep phase of catching up with the body, being deeply introspective, building more of that internal connection with myself and actually building a real relationship with myself. I'm learning to trust myself in a different way, because I thought I trusted myself, but I trusted myself in a way where I didn't. And I don't know how to further explain that, but I'm working on new things, and I'm changing the way that I think. I'm changing the way that I speak to myself. I'm changing the way that I'm talking to others. And I'm changing the way that I just say things out loud. I am in my 3rd house perfection year. And this year also, solar return wise, I'm a Virgo moon. So I'm realizing that I am completely shifting, or I'm in a phase of complete transformation, and shifting of my communication style. And that means changing my perspective. That means changing my mind. And I think I've been in a deep phase of changing my mind. And I think that's why I have this channel, because I'm in the process of changing my mind, and I'm someone who doesn't like to change my mind. I'm someone who's very stubborn. I'm someone who's very prideful. I'm someone who is very much just fully disturbed with the way that the world works, and the way that other people operate, and the way that other people think. And obviously that means people have the right to feel that way about me. But now I'm like, well, we got to change the way we think now. We have to change the way we think, because I was not liking where my own mind was headed, right? Because you can be in something for so long that you're actually leading yourself down a different path. Because, like, let's say it's like when you're in one spot for so long, and the trees, and when the seeds and from the plants pollinate, they just lightly land on things, and somehow they are in a spot long enough that they become deeply rooted into the ground, and then they can build their roots, and now then they are able to shift and become something new, right? And are able to grow. And I don't want to be the person who, and I had to be real with myself, I didn't really want to build or allow myself to grow deeper roots in the way that I was previously. I just hear a lot of buzzing. There's just a lot of bees around, and wasps. Okay. But yeah, I just really didn't want to be that deeply rooted in it, and I felt myself going down a mental path that I did not trust myself to not come out without negative consequences. Yeah. So I have to change my mind, and that's where I'm at. That's why I'm constantly in the back and forth, and I really want to say what house my third house in my natal chart is, because that's just where I'm at, and it's so clear. And having a mercurial moon, this solar return, is not helping. I feel like I'm thinking about everything, and I'm laying out everything. And so I'm wasting a lot of brain power thinking and trying to figure out, where do I want to shift? Where do I want to go? How do I want to move? What do I want to do? And right now, currently, transit-wise, we're also in a Virgo Mars. And so having that on my moon is not good. It's not good. But I feel like at the same time, it's productive, because any other time, I would not be thinking about all this shit. I promise you. I like to think that I'm someone who thinks things through, but I have a capacity with how much I allow myself to think about certain things, right? Because it depends on what it's about. If it's about myself, it gets to a point, like, I'll think things through and I'll take my time on certain decisions, but also there is a level of instant gratification that takes into account, which is also something that I'm trying to change, because if it's not going to make me feel good or joyful or better or happy, or I'm too in the present sometimes. And I'm trying to tie that back into what I was saying earlier in the video, of when I say that I feel for the moment but I'm not really feeling for me, and I'm not feeling me. I'm in so much in the moment, like kind of like my body takes over and my instincts take over, and like it's just about what's happening that day. What am I feeling in this moment? What's gonna make me feel good right now? So having to change that, first having to accept that part of myself before realizing that I need to change it, was a long time, because that was something I did know. The problem with being self-aware is that you will know something about yourself, or you will know damn near everything about yourself before you actively decide to change. And I think that's where I'm at right now, where my body's now catching up. I've been self-aware for a very long time. I've been very cognizant of where my mental space was heading, and the actions that I was taking, and the things that I was doing. And instead of, taking charge and having some sort of self-discipline at some time, is that someone, or is it a noise, like an animal, or it has to be a person making that noise? I don't know. Either way, just having to now feel like, oh, Lord have mercy, girl. Lord have mercy. But it was very close. But now it's about just kind of moving forward, being in it, having that acceptance, feeling that acceptance, even when it doesn't feel good. There's a lot of things that I really want to say, and there's a lot of things that I really want to do, but I feel and I know that I cannot get to that point until I am actively done with whatever I'm working through currently. Because at the end of the day, I can't say that I want to do something, and I can't say that I want to say certain things and embody a certain feeling and embody a certain person, right? Because I know my potential, and I know what I'm capable of, and I know who I am working towards. I know who I'm going to be. But right now, I just have to accept that I'm in the process of becoming that person. And when you are becoming, it's just it's just so much work. It's just unbelievable. And I think I'm just creating this video right now because I'm complaining, and I have a right to complain. And I'm doing this for the people who who just are natural complainers. It's just irksome, bro. Like, things are annoying. This shit is annoying. It really is annoying. I hate that I feel annoyed about this stuff, about becoming the person that I want to be. Why is that a feeling, right? And then I get annoyed with that, because I shouldn't be feeling annoyed at putting in the work of who I want to become. Where does that come from? Why am I annoyed with that feeling? And it just all goes back to, I'm lazy. I don't want to do nothing. I would rather not have to do shit and have everything that I need and everything that I want without having to do anything. And that's why I'm annoyed, because I have to put in the work to do it. And so as long as I'm only feeling annoyance, I have to accept that I'm gonna be feeling annoyed for a very long time. For a very long time, right? But in between, obviously, there's going to be moments of joy. There's going to be moments where I'm not feeling annoyed, because I'm going to be slowly reaping the benefits of my labor, you know, and so just knowing that it will lessen over time. And oh my gosh, this self-talk and all this stuff, like this is what I mean. This is what I mean, where it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like I know I have to do these things, but at the same time it's like, girl, why do you need to do this? Why can't you just be? Why can't you just be? But I am being. This is me being. This is me being me. This is me. This is me, bro. So I just gotta deal with this shit as it's happening. And I think that's the thing also. I think I'm annoyed at just sometimes that I'm alive. And I think that's where it stems from. That I have to deal with this shit. That I have to work towards something. Right? That I have to be successful. Oh, I have to think about my retirement. Who's going to take care of me when I'm old? I can't rely on nobody to take care of me when I'm old. I can't rely on that shit. You know, you have people around you, and I have people that I love, and I have my family, and I have my friends, but anything could happen from here until that moment, right? And so I have to make sure that I have everything ready for myself, just in case. You know, I have to think about stuff like that. And that's annoying to think about, because it's like, damn, why are we living in a time period where we have to think about this? Why is this reality? You know? I just don't get it. But that's just where it starts becoming existential, and then I have to like stop myself, and then it's like, okay, girl, just keep it reality. Keep it to the shit that you're annoyed about in real life, bitch. Keep it to the shit that you're annoyed about right here, right now. Okay? We can't take it there. We can't take it there anymore. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and really just, that was so close to my ear, and I don't know what the You guys, I'm gonna end this. I think I talked for like 30 minutes. I think that's enough. But let's get into the sun. Hold on. Let's get into the sun. I want you guys to see me in the sun. But yeah, I really just wanted to make sure that I recorded myself and I posted a video. And wait, where is the sun? Here it is. It's right here. Guys, look how close we are to my neighbors. This is what I'm saying. That's the tree stump. Wait, where is it? I was sitting right there. That's the tree stump I was recording at. But yeah, I just wanted to record this video. Gosh, my brain, you guys. I wanted to record this video because I wanted to talk about and just share in the moment what it means to feel annoyed with the healing process. It's just an annoying feeling, and I speak for us people out there who find this shit cringe. It's cringe, it's annoying. I feel that it's a time waster, but if anything, it is benefiting me, and I have to just make sure that I remind myself of that every single day. But yeah, so that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. Make sure you check out my website if you want to read my writing. I do write poetry. I have a lot of editorials that I want to get into and that I've been writing, but there's just, you know, when it feels like nothing is done yet. It's not right. It's not what I fully want to say yet. You know, I'm not ready to share it yet because it doesn't feel perfect, but maybe I just need to let that go and actually just fucking post it. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna post an editorial. But yeah, make sure you check out my website, check out my TikTok, check out my Instagram if you want to see my photography. And then yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and see you until next time.